So it's the morning of July 7th, and I am in Dubois, Wyoming still. I rented, even though Jeffrick and Heather left yesterday, I rented a hotel room last night because I'm not feeling well and was having trouble finding suitable camping sites in the Tetons that weren't like dispersed camping, like hike in and set up camp. I do not feel physically up to that. As it turns out, Jeffrick got home yesterday and took a COVID test, and he has COVID. More than likely, Heather does as well, and probably myself. We all got it one day apart. First Jeffrick, then Heather, then me. At first, my symptoms were quite mild, but they seem to have progressed. And so what I'm going to do is leave town today. I'm going to drive a few hours to the other side of the Tetons to a town called Driggs, where I have a hotel for 2 nights there. And I'm just going to rest up and try to, get ahead of this. Teton Mountains. Amazing. So I've got to go around those or probably through them at some point, probably further down. I got a hotel on the other side of the mountains. Pretty sure I have COVID, and I couldn't find any suitable campsites and didn't really think that camping out, dispersed camping by hiking out into the wilderness was the best idea in my current condition. I was bitten by a tick my first day in Dubois, Wyoming. I'm on antibiotics for that as a precaution, but no way of knowing for at least another week whether I contracted somehow Rocky Mountain spotted fever or Lyme disease. They can't test until 2 weeks. But then Jeffrick and Heather and I all got sick, and Jeffrick took a COVID test yesterday and it came back positive. So probably not best idea for me to be traipsing around out in the wilderness right now. So I've got a hotel in a town on the other side of those mountains, which is fine for me because they'll be just as beautiful over there, and I'll be a little bit further away from all this activity over here with Yellowstone and the Teton National Park and Jackson over there. So at any rate, I'm going to get back on the road and get around those mountains. So I think I've petered out walking around town here in Driggs, Idaho. I'm really glad that I didn't try to go up into the mountains because with this COVID, I felt better this morning, but walking around town, I really ran out of gas. I could feel my temperature kind of spiking. All right, so I'm getting out of Driggs, Idaho. It was a great little town, and I really had to restrain myself from trying to go up into the mountains while I was here, while I'm trying to recover from COVID. I'm feeling a little better today, but I was feeling a little better yesterday, and then when I walked around downtown, I got kind of overheated, and even though it wasn't that hot, and just really fatigued. So probably best that I didn't go up into the mountains and push myself. And today I'm going to be driving about 5 hours to a campsite in Montana for one night. I'm just going to take it as easy as I can there as well. And then I have one night at a hotel in Lewiston, Idaho after that. And then 3 nights on the Columbia River in Washington, on the border of Washington and Oregon. And I'd like to be back up to speed by then, hopefully. That's, we'll see, because I am not digging just sitting around doing nothing. This sucks. So anyway, I'm gonna treat my car to a car wash because it's filthy, and gas up the car and get out of town. And we'll see you wherever the next recording is, where I'm actually doing something other than hanging out, trying to get better. So see you down the road.